A new approach to a fast food favorite.
My name is Lucas Bradbury, founder and CEO of Project Pollo, America's first vegan chicken fast food chain. Here to protest. We demand change. Now, when it comes to quick serve restaurants, there's only two options available. One, something that's affordable, made from very questionable meat-based product, or two, something that costs a wing and a leg that's on the healthier side. And as Americans, we all deserve affordable access to plant-based foods. And that's why we created Project Pollo. Wraps, salads, shakes, and oh yeah, my personal favorite, buffalo mac and cheese. And take a look at that. Now, Sharks, it's time that we demand better. It's time that we free the chickens. It's time that we start putting people over the profits and start doing pollo with a purpose. Brace yourselves, Sharks. Seeking $2.5 million in exchange for 5% of my company.
Yeah.
50 million.
So in front of you, the half sandwich is going to be our deluxe chicken sandwich.
Actually looks pretty fire and it's kind of making me hungry.
Happy to answer questions for you guys, but please enjoy.
Really good.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Thank
vegan.
You.
Wow.
That's from a
Even
true
chicken.
chef. That's amazing.
Yeah, chef.
That looks good.
Yeah, but why do you call it chicken if it's not chicken?
Lucas, do your customers get fooled by the name? I would assume pulling up to your place at Project Pollo meant it was chicken.
And we explain at the counter, this is 100% plant-based. We have people that are reluctant that want to step back and say, oh, no, it's not for me. That's our interaction with them to say, let us give you a sample. Let us buy your first meal. It's on us. If you don't like it, no problem.
Okay, Lucas, look, the food's great, okay? I got it. $50 million valuation. Lucas, honey, sweetie, poopsie, let's get right to it. You must have a ton of sales.
I really thought that there was a void in the market for someone to really take some initiative and go on a national level.
Is there a number coming soon?
There is. Let me tell you this little backstory here.
You know, the number gets smaller the later it comes.
So, typical story, max out credit cards, take every bit of savings out of the family's account. My wife never knew about it, dumped it all on a food truck. Response was great. That was September 18th last year. Opened another location December. We have our 11th and 12th locations opening next week. Right now, if we stopped current progress with these opening stores, we'd be doing just roughly shy of 10 million.
Year to date.
Year to date, we're shy of 3 million.
And that 3 million is how many stores?
That's off of 8 stores.
Wait, you opened up all these stores in 1 year? I've never heard of such a thing.
How did you do that so fast?
I don't want to drag this on for the next 5 years, wondering if my concept has validity, if it has scalability. Originally made the decision, like, we're going as fast as we possibly can.
So you didn't have proof of concept, so you needed a lot of money, you needed a lot of manpower, and it's taking an enormous risk all at once.
100%.
There's a catch. Where is it at?
What were your sales?
So at first in Austin, we were doing only about $10,000 a week. Over about a 90-day period, that got up to about $23,000 a week. As we continue to scale, going into next year, I have out 18 additional locations we're going to be opening, but we have the foundation to do 24.
It seems to me, I'm sorry to be doubtful.
Sure.
Yeah. But it seems way too spectacular for me.
I'm confused as to how
How
so fast. Like figuring out where these locations would be, getting some type of real estate deal, onboarding a team, and then for your locations in other cities, like what?
Not
build
having
out the
total
space.
chaos, which comes with extreme
chaos.
growth.
I thrive in chaos. I'm an operator.
I'm just curious, what is your debt to have done all of that so fast?
How much money
We
did
have
you raise?
$0 in debt.
Yeah,
You
how
have
much
zero debt?
Yeah, so I raised 1.75 million back in June at a 17.5 million valuation off a single investor. Yeah.
What's your background? I mean, you are like,
background's
savant-like with
QSR.
all of this.
So
He's good.
I grew up super low income family. My dad was a bus driver. I got made fun of my whole life for my mom being our elementary cook. And so I wanted nothing to do with the restaurant business. College came around, needed money, became a delivery driver at a Pizza Hut, and my personality and my drive, I caught myself in a great divide because I wanted to continue in the QSR space, but I just recently turned vegetarian at that time.
So this enormously lightning speed of
so
growth
fast.
is not new to you. You've been doing this a while.
so fast.
It's not new, but it's the interesting part. Like I said earlier, I want to find out real quick validity and scalability.
Lucas, let me take a stab at it, okay? I'm a pragmatic investor. I'm very impressed with your executional skills. I believe you. Rush to open units is quite impressive, but you're asking me to pay you a valuation as if you've already achieved a 10 million run rate. I'm choking on it, not the chicken. I'm choking on the valuation.
He's not choking on the chicken,
I'm having a real
guys.
hard time with it. I got to give you
discuss two
$2.5 million,
topics
which is a serious
I'd
chunk
hope
of
not.
change. I get basically nothing. I get a tip. I feel like I'm getting deep fried. Like
Deep fried.
It's brutal. I can't go there. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh,
Appreciate
bro.
that feedback.
Joking on the
Let me
chicken.
jump in
That
as
was
well.
good.
What you've accomplished is great. but I've got two problems. One,
He's gotta
plant-based
get a
does
deal,
not mean
man.
healthy.
Come on.
Sure.
There's nothing healthy about what you're
Absolutely
doing,
not.
right? And to me, that's going to fall off trend very quickly. I think over the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to go the opposite direction, where plant-based and healthy have to go together. That's a challenge in my mind. That plus the valuation, I'm out.
He is right with that. If it was a healthy plant-based kind of meal, it would be a lot more pitchable. But if this is like an unhealthy plant-based, like it's not gonna work, brother. We'll just go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or whatever, you know.
So fast. It's like I got the truck. After I got the truck, we're here. I think it's too much of a risk, especially for what your ask is for me. So for that reason, I'm out.
I always look at vegans if you're vegan, then you want to eat healthier and stuff like that. But I don't know. I see your point though.
And
you should perfect. You know, you should perfect. If you're opening up multiple locations, you got to perfect like the few that you do have, or the one that you do have before you start expanding, man.
I get that it's high. And again, I'm looking for a partnership here.
2.5 million, too much.
Make me a deal.
Yeah, it's like too much. I mean, if you come in here for 500,000, might have worked, but not this. I'm sorry, Lucas. Thank you.
First in the Tank is a product in the health and wellness space.
Health and wellness, that's what we like to see.
And I am here seeking $500,000 for 5% equity in my company. But I wasn't always this way. In fact, when I was 21 years old, I weighed over 500
This guy's gonna be
pounds,
super likable, I can tell.
That I wouldn't live to see 30. So I knew that I needed to do something right away.
Wait, how many pounds was he?
In fact, when I was 21 years old, I weighed over 500 pounds.
500?
I was told that I
Over
wouldn't
500
live to see
pounds,
30.
holy
So
fuck.
I knew that during my transformation, I found a nutritionist ingredient that had 90% of the minerals that our human bodies need. And I incorporated it into my life every single day. Sea moss. Sea moss is a powerhouse marine algae that exists in our oceans. I wanted everyone to have this product so that they can become the best versions of themselves as well. This is why I created the Transformation Factory, a line of mouth-watering sea moss gels. So tell me, sharks, who's ready to transform the world with me and see nothing but green in the future?
That's a great
Now,
pitch.
sharks, in the front of you, you have our mouth-watering line of sea moss
Go to the
gels.
Project Polo and you can be a 500-pound vegan. That's funny, bro.
You'll be tasting our mango, strawberry banana, pineapple, dragon fruit, our elderberry.
The strawberry tastes very good. It's almost like jam or jelly.
So you have zinc, boron, you have iodine that treats thyroids, and it also treats the gut.
Alexios, you said you lost 300 pounds?
Yes, I did.
How did you do that?
Now, some weight loss contestants on different reality shows worked out 4 to 6 hours a day. I'm like, man, these people are as big as I am. Some of them are twice my age. What's my excuse? I can do 6 hours. Let's do this.
Wow.
I would literally be on the elliptical, and I would be envisioning what does a more healthy version of myself look like, a more confident
Good
version.
for you.
What are your sales right now?
We are at 3.5 million sales to date.
Whoa.
Wow.
We started 11 months ago.
How are you distributing it to get that kind
Getting
of
a deal
trajectory?
easily.
The way this actually started, my 80-year-old grandmother was visiting from the Bahamas, who has a lot of comorbidities and taking medication, so I knew I wanted to protect her. I was sharing stories on my Instagram story, just showing like sea moss lattes
Thanks,
every
Kimmy.
8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll give it to grandma, giving this away for free, not even thinking that it could have been a business. We had an 800% growth from February to March when we started running ads. We're about 35% profit margin.
That's what
So you made $1 million in profit.
Yeah, 1.4 million. We poured a lot of it back into the business,
fine.
but we have extremely healthy cash flow.
And is it all still direct to consumer?
It's direct to consumer, 100% online. So an 8-ounce raw sea moss sells for $24.99.
Whoa. This is $24.99?
Yes, $24.99.
Oh!
But you only use 2 tablespoons. You
tablespoons
don't
a
need the
day.
whole
No,
jar.
And what does it cost you to make it?
The cost for the smallest jar is $4.15.
That's good margins.
Yes.
That's great
yes.
margins.
He would pre-cum a little bit. He's like, whoa.
Why would anybody pay $24.99 for a tiny bottle of what looks like baby food?
That,
Right?
yes.
In our community, African American community,
I'm posting my
this is
chat or I'm
something
gonna ban
that
you.
is now being raved about, and we're seeing growth in it. So
Okay.
I've actually purchased it, and it was in a plain jar, and it was like an exclusive buy. It almost felt like a drug deal. I'll be
You can
honest.
buy it on Amazon.
So everything that you're saying, I do know to be true. Investors or
Yes.
partners
I
right
am
now.
a sole owner.
Good
I
for
have-
you, baby.
All going to you.
We
I have
never hear
no
those.
loans. I have no debt.
Me being a health and wellness guy, I can understand how this can fit in my other verticals. Tons of things that I'm now getting my hands into. Something like this could be of interest. See 5% doing it for me. I'm going to ask for 20%. I think that you're going to need a significant amount of help in building the infrastructure.
I was going to make an offer of 20% as well. I think that's a fair price, and I think I have the expertise to help out in a real, meaningful way.
We split the 20%. We keep the offer at $500,000, and we go 10 and 10.
Great idea.
I want to thank you, Barbara and Kevin, so much for your first initial offer. I do want to give the Sharks an opportunity to hear their offers as well.
Understood.
I like that first initial offer. And tell you
Royalties.
I'm really intrigued. I love revenue. I love cash flow even more. You got both, so that's really impressive. I'm going to ask for more, actually. I'm going to give you the $500,000 for 30%. I sell millions of dollars of sous vide, cakes, wines, spices, you name it. A direct-to-consumer play like QVC is really, really
I think that's probably Kevin's worst pitch.
Alexia,
Yes.
I've had an offer on the table way too long. Tell me right now if you would like to move forward or not.
All sharks are still in. Alexio has 2 offers on the table, one from Kevin O'Leary and another from Kevin Hart and Barbara for his company, Transformation Factory.
What I would say is 20% is a huge amount for $500,000. Yes.
I don't imagine you could go anywhere else where you could get the notoriety that this character to my right, this cutie pie right here, I'm in
Thank you,
love
Barbara.
with.
Thank you.
Not you, not you.
For 20%, $800,000 in the company. We
How
can
do you
use
like
that
that,
to move
seaweed?
into
I love
in
you
our
so
numbers.
much, and it sounds so juicy, but no thank you.
Barb, are you interested in countering back and going to 600 and staying at 20%?
I honestly feel $500,000 with the help
Kev.
he needs is the right number.
I'll do it with you at that price.
Okay. I'm telling you, I truly do believe that there's a significant value in what you have here.
Yes.
And I do honestly believe in your growth potential and also you as a business person. I'm sold on you.
Yes.
You're going to need people that have relationships.
But you
600.
didn't even take a breath. Now I'm jealous.
Well, that's business, Barb. You know, like I know, you can't
Barb, is he
think
still
about
a
it.
cutie pie?
No, not at all.
So now you have an
Threw
offer.
Barb, threw Barb to the curb.
You guys have a deal.
Good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Your account is big things, big things, man.
Thank you.
Love your story.
Yes, thank
love
you.
your story, love your
Thank
business
you.
mind. All right?
Thank you so much, Mr. Wonderful, Lori.
Barb got kicked to the curb.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.